New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. So let's get into it. Turner Williams states that it wasn't just Harlow's break hit What's Poppin' that caught her attention. It was his unabashed embrace of black women in his music videos and on his album artwork, and with his response to the cultural and political conversations at the time. Quote, he isn't afraid to defend black women. He's from Louisville, Kentucky, which is where Breonna Taylor was from and was killed. He would post on social media clips and footage of him being at the protest in Louisville for Breonna. He's always been very vocal about standing up for us and wanting to protect us, even though he is a white rapper. And I think he wants to use his agency and relevancy as a rapper to protect and defend us where he can. Harlow also got some blowback about the artwork for his album. That's what they all say, in which he signs autographs inside of a car with what appears to be a black or a brown woman seductively sitting beside him, although all you can see is her legs. Black women aren't too afraid to call out seeing their likeness being used as a creative prop, especially within the hip-hop world. But his fans argue that he's always approached women of color with a sense of respect, whether in music videos or in real life. Quote, I can understand why some black women were up in arms about his album cover, but I genuinely think he does have an affection for us. I think he's interested in all women, but he's also using his influence to include us in his moment, just like with the Nailtech video by bringing in Young Miami along for that. Quote, when I listen to Jack Harlow, I don't feel degraded. This is one thing that I appreciate. He's just being him, and real recognizes real. We know that he actually respects black women, and that gets you far as well. He might even be more respectful of us than some of the black rappers, honestly. Now, like I said before, people got their preferences and different things like that. Cool, no problem, whatever. Right, I can obviously see that through some of the tweets that were directly up there from a variety of black women who love Jack Harlow and different things like that. No problem, cool. But the thing that I understand is that you don't have to do much in order to get a lot, right? The same thing that you happen to hear a lot of black women basically say when it comes to Caucasian women, right? They don't really gotta look like much. They don't really have to do much. It seems to be the exact same bar on the other side, right? So because he is a white rapper and he appeared at a few of the protests dealing with Breonna Taylor and he was outspoken on social media, he gets brownie points. Even though you have black men that have obviously done the same thing and more than likely been at way more protests in a multitude of other different states. But, you know, it is what it is, right? And then going into the aspect of his music where the woman stated that, hey, you know, he shows us a lot of love and respect and that he really likes us and his admiration and stuff like that because he includes us, you know, in his videos and, you know, he's, you know, respectful of us and, right? Like I said, very little, even though black men have always pretty much had black women in music videos. The only difference is once black women started complaining that, hey, you know, we're being looked at as sexual objects, we're always the eye candy, we're always this, we're always that, right? And they wanted, in a sense, a stop to it. So what ended up taking place was that they were like, all right, well, we're going to just substitute, right, black women, because black women have an issue with always being in the videos, being in the, you know, the bikinis or being the eye candy or being this or being that. So we're going to go to other people who obviously just don't care. They know what it is, and that is what it is at the end of the day. And then what happened later, then you started hearing black women talk about, oh, well, you know, we're not being represented in these rap videos. You always have like all of these other women directly in the videos. Why is there a lack of black women, and why is there a lack of us, and da 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 da. Like I said before, you know, it gets to a point where if you're a black artist, a black male artist, and you have black women in there, you're going to sit up there and receive complaints because of a variety of reasons. And then when you decide, like, all right, well, instead of, you know, just trying to deal with everything case by case basis, let's just do a general brush and let's just switch up the whole main thing. Then yet again, you still end up getting the complaints, right? So then last but not least, the same woman stated at the end, right, that Jack Harlow, right, is respectful of black women. He cares about them and different things of that nature. And went on to state that even more so, right, than the black male artists that we have out here. And I'm like, I want to say that that is, you know, highly far-fetched. I guess if you're looking at just the black artists that you like listening to, I guess so. I guess if it's the ones that you're interested in and that you know that you would never have a chance with, I guess so. I guess that would be 100% the case for you. But there are a lot of black male rappers out here, right? Now, I'm talking about in general, where we're going to the highest of the highest, through the medium, all the way to, you know, just the bottom, right? There, no matter where you go, there's a ton of black male rappers out here, and there's a selection in the type of music that you would like to listen to, right? Most women ain't about to sit up there and just like, yeah, I'm about to just throw on like some conscious like rap. I'm about to really just put on some rap that's gonna make me think. No. Let's just be honest. The greater majority of that class is not doing that, right? There is a very small percentage of black women that just solely listen to, you know, like conscious rap, conscious hip hop, stuff that's going to like make you think, stuff that really has, you know, layer upon layer upon layer upon layer upon layer to it. Like I said before, when you go to, you know, a lot of women out here, they can list you songs from like a lot of the popular artists, either now or past, right? And a lot of those are club type songs, dance type songs, you know, different things of that nature. But like I said before, you can have your preference and everything like that without having to put black men directly in it, without having to do that compare and contrast. Like I said before, that's the craziest part, right? You already got an individual that wrote an article that's basically hyping up and stating how much, you know, she loves Jack Harlow and how much he respects, you know, black women, loves them, adores them, and all this other type of stuff, right? And then in contrast, after writing all of that goodness about Jack Harlow, right, a Caucasian man, then the main time that you really want to bring in black men is when you want to talk about the respect. And you're gonna be like, well, this is all the stuff that Jack Harlow does, and then let's compare that to the black male rappers out here. I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay. Like I keep telling people, it's like, yo, I don't have an issue. It's whatever it is. It is whatever it is. As long as you ain't sitting up there talking sideways about black men. And it's like, here you go. Like I said, you have a lot of black women out here who got platforms. They can speak, they can say a lot of things out here. But for whatever reason, no matter what their preference is, you still gotta magically compare it to black men. And it's like, I don't even understand why. If you're happy with your preference, if you're happy with who you're seeking, with who you're with, why are you still sitting up there focused on black men that you don't even want to be with, that you're not even interested in? Like, it's baffling to me. It is literally baffling. Like I said, that whole article would have been fine if the areas that were there had zip to do with black men and trying to still throw some type of comparison. between Jack Harlow and black men who had interactions with either women in general or black women. It would have been fine. It would have been whatever it is. It just would have been an article that would have been hyping up Jack Harlow, and obviously the person is enthusiastic, happy, and they have an infatuation with, Jack Harlow, which is cool, no problem. But like I said before, when you go into the aspect of wanting to compare one thing to the other and wanting to show, all right, this thing is basically better than this other thing over here, that's when we start having a problem. That's when we start having a problem. But like I said before, a lot of the people out here who choose to have these preferences, they have these preferences because the person that they're going after now never hurt them in any type of way. So they feel safe. So they are open. So they are happy. So they are joyous and everything like that. Up until they start having that same interaction that they've had before. But yet again, the difference is, if it happens once, it's whatever. If it happens twice, it's whatever. If it happens 3 times, it's whatever. Right? But like I said before, let it be a black man that does something just one time. Oh, it's completely as curtains. It's 100% curtains. You are the evil of the most evil of the evilest of the evil. Like I said, at the end of the day, if you want to have your preference, it's all good. It don't even matter. It's whatever it's going to be at the end of the day. Just keep black men directly out of your mouth. That's it. Like, it's that simple. Everybody's grown out here. Like, come on now.